Campsite pricing is out of control. So we're in an undisclosed campground with spare tires and random trash just laying all over the place. Hookups are on the wrong side. The front office looks like a cabin from Friday the 13th. And to top it off, the campground name has the word view in it. View? View of what? The abandoned trailer park next to the campground behind our site? The kicker is we've stayed in a lot of campgrounds like this. And truthfully, we don't mind them at all. The issue is we paid $30 a night for those campgrounds. This campground, it's 65 bucks a night. In today's video, we're gonna be leaving this campground, which we can't do fast enough. We'll be showing you two other options that are way better for camping. One is absolutely free and it has 50 amp electric. And the other's on a working Montana farm surrounded by mountain ranges, livestock, and breathtaking views. Are you tired of overpaying for campsites? We know we are. It's time to let go and get going. I made the mistake when we showed up. I only looked at the water in the sewer and said, oh, we're good. I'd already committed and unhooked and actually even started hooking everything up. And then I realized the power pedestal is on the opposite side of the RV. So I ran the power cord and it barely reached. I ended up having to like use a reusable zip tie just to keep it from having unwanted stress on this power cord. Yeah. Reusable zip tie. I did things out of order. Look what I did. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I think we'll be okay. It's obviously gonna have to come out. It wouldn't have been at that angle. I didn't have to stretch it so far. See if that loosened it enough to... Not good on this. I need to get a, you can buy one of these that comes at a 90 down and takes the pressure off of this so this doesn't go bad, which I have not bought yet. All right, slides back in. Do stuff out of order, that's how you break stuff. Thing's gonna overheat. This is probably gonna be it. Like, this is the toughest test we've put our truck through. Almost 100 degrees outside. It's like 98. We're going up some 7%. I don't even know when this thing ends. 4 to 10 mile grade. And we're at, I'm guessing 4,000 to 6,000 feet in elevation. I'm in third gear. Slow and steady. Slow and steady.
Really use a Dodge right about now. Oh, we can really use a Dodge about now. They got stuck and they're in their like little car.
I've owned Tonka trucks bigger than this car.
At least the scenery is beautiful though.
It is nice.
It's cool to see this again.
Officially in the mountains here.
I mean, man, we've missed the mountains.
You guys ready to stay on the farm?
Yay.
Yay.
You will cross a cattle guard and drive past several chicken coops and head towards the pond to the west.
Okay. There's two spots here, and we were supposed to take one of the two. We're getting in pretty late. We're gonna get the leftovers, I think, on whatever this Class A did not pick. I see a Class A already out here. Chickens. All right, we're turning in. What next?
Look at those chickens.
Marissa likes the chicken coop. Yeah, JJ's going crazy.
And horses.
I can't see them. They're big.
The horses.
That's beautiful. Is that it?
Yeah, the Class A definitely got the easy one. Pretty steep. We'll see what happens. Here's the road. Oh, this is the dip. This is what I'm concerned about. They just messaged us to say we could park on this road, so that's gonna be easy. We're gonna do that. I think we're good, guys. Let me get set up. All right. That thing's cool looking. Yeah, we're pretty level. We'll get to stay hooked up for sure. Now this is free. I mean, look at this. It's free. We got a pond over here we're gonna check out. The kids get the animals. I'm sure we're gonna meet some really awesome people. Look at this. Look at this backdrop. Look at this, JJ. Isn't this beautiful? This is beautiful. Look at this.
So pretty. I mean,
welcome to Montana.
Right?
Well, we're technically in Montana, the other RV resort, but
is this Butte?
This is close to Butte. Yeah,
She's a Butte.
Butte, Clog is a Butte.
What do you think, Hensley?
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
You like it, buddy?
Can I see the chickens?
You just dying to see some chickens. So what I'm doing is two things here. I'm gonna take some of the pressure off of the truck for the night, and then I'm also wanting to give some stability to the trailer. So I'm gonna put these two front jacks down. Right. I just want to see it take a little bit of that pressure off the truck. So this even comes with electricity. I'm gonna use, this is a long cord they gave us. You gotta tell your Multiplus how much power you want to come in. If you let it have too much coming in, it'll just keep pulling it off and it'll eventually trip the breaker on wherever you're pulling the power from. Should have been doing something. not all the way in. We got tripped at first. Okay, I know what's going on. So I heard it trip again. I love our Multi-Plus in the RV. It lets us pull small amounts of power from like a house or 30 amp. What you run into a lot, especially in homes, in this building over here, that's what we're running into. When you have a GFCI outlet that has like the breaker built into it, there's something about the way those outlets are built that it triggers to the Multi-Plus that the voltage is funky and it just shuts off the Multi-Plus. It just like trips the breaker and shuts off the Multi-Plus. Like there's just nothing, you basically can't use an outlet with a GFCI breaker with the Multi-Plus, at least the one we have. I don't know if the new one's any better or not.
I'm just trying to think through like dinner. I was like gonna heat stuff up, so.
Well, just go for it. We got full battery power. The good news is with our lithium, just you can just, dinner's gonna be dinner. It's not gonna be a big deal. However, we can't run our AC all night. We can run our AC a little bit. We're just not gonna be able to run it all night.
So I'm mourning the AC, but I'm celebrating this view.
That's pretty cool.
Isn't that awesome?
That's pretty cool.
They're just like,
and the ambiance of our kids.
our screaming kids.
I'm loving it.
I'm Percy.
It's definitely one of the hard parts of travel day is we show up and they're just like getting their energy out, and sometimes that can, and it's dinner time. It's always dinner time when we show up, right? So I try to make things ahead of time. I already had chicken grilled. I made my sweet potatoes last night. There's a lot of amazing, rewarding experiences, but there is a lot of juggling. Nathan and I worked out at 6:30 this morning. We had meetings, business meetings until lunchtime. Then we had to pack up our home and drive 5 hours to a new location, set up, homeschool, cook dinner. There's so many more moving parts. It's not like going to work for the day. Well, yeah, we had to go to work, brought our kids to work with us, packed up our home, and traveled at hours. But then you show up to a place like this, and it makes it all worth it. Because you're like, wow, this is why I do this. And our kids definitely have a lot of wiggles on travel day.
Look.
Now, if you'd rather pay $0 a night to stay somewhere like this, instead of paying $65 a night to stay somewhere like this, we highly recommend joining Harvest Host. And we've got a discount code set up for you by going to lessjunkmorejourney.com/HH. Harvest Host is like the ultimate win-win. And you're paying like $100-ish a year for the membership, but like with that, you get to stay places like this. You get a quick off on the side of the road. You don't have the noise and hustle and bustle of like Walmarts, even Cracker Barrels, truck stops, like none of that stuff. Look what you get. And then in return, you know, you buy a little something with that. Honestly, we would have loved like farm fresh eggs and some of the meat and that stuff they got here anyways.
I think that's what you're trying to accomplish in this lifestyle is like, how can I be as flexible as possible, pull into these awesome places, but still live life like I want to live life. So that's what's really valuable about being able to be self-contained and have our solar and be able just to live life like we usually would. You know, the AC at night would be great.
Yeah, I think even money savings aside, if you have a big rig like us, and we really crave these kinds of experiences, we don't get these kinds of experiences in RV parks. And it's getting harder and harder for us to get into state parks and national parks. We literally get excited in this kind of a stay, even in a big rig, because we're here and there's like a 40, maybe 40 plus foot Class A right over here. Frequently see big rigs getting these out in nature experiences. I think Marissa's favorite part of living in an RV is like just having breakfast as a family every morning, whereas we'd probably like rushing off. But one of my favorites, opening the door, looking out, and seeing something totally new from my house. Like, it's my favorite part. It's my favorite part. $60 a night, $0 a night.
Hold it on your chest. There. If it's put her leg on me.
Let me see your chicken.
Oh, are you okay? Are you okay? I want one. That was me. I did it.
You did it. We got to get a tour of the property from the owner, just learning the history of this place. So incredible. She said it was built in 1912 and it was like a dairy farm during TB and they were trying to treat it, and there's a hospital. This was like the dairy farm. It's so cool to learn the history. It's such a beautiful property that they share with the RVers. There's something really special about that. She said they don't RV themselves, and so when they started this on Harvest Host, it was kind of just to open up their property and get some business with their farm. But she's like, RVers are so nice that it made us think, are we missing out on RVing? And I'm like, you absolutely are, because RVers are like the most generous and helpful and fun people. I'm like, life hack RVing. They are renovating that old dairy farm. It's gonna be their house. Isn't that gonna be cool?
Now, I grew up on a farm in Tennessee. If you count all the different animals we had at different times, I mean, at one point we had sheep, we had cows, horses, pigs, tons of random pets on top of that. I just haven't really had a huge desire to have my own farm. Maybe until today.
Aww.
Kind of.
Did we wear him down, Hensley?
Something about being in Montana with the brisk air and the green grass and the animals. The main thing for me is I love mountains, and the mountains, we're like in this valley, so the mountains are like surrounding us in this valley. Like, it's almost enough. I'm not saying it's enough. I'm not saying I'm doing it and getting a farm, but almost enough. Did you know there was a very special chicken who looked a lot like my daughter laying eggs tonight? Oh, hello, little chicken. What are you doing here? Oh my goodness. Fun. She gets that from you.
What?
Yeah, I saw it.
$0 a night. Well, we ended up buying like...
I mean, it's $0 with your membership, and we've already gotten our money back on the membership. So, do you want to see the goodies I bought?
Yeah, show them what you got.
So these eggs, she said, were laid today. So I don't think you
Wow.
can get much fresher than that.
Pretty fresh. Oh, wow.
We're set. We're set. We got tacos for a week.
Got out of the fence somehow.
Are we going to Idaho today?
Yeah.
Look at that view you get, bud. Trying to get going this morning. We had a reservation here. Harvest Host does reservations essentially, but some stuff is like first come, first serve. So this next one we're going to is first come, first serve. If you get there early enough, some of them have free electric, which is a big deal when the high in this area is still like in the 90s. And so even if we don't get the electric, we can still get a spot, but we would love to have electric. This is definitely different. I think I expected it to be like in a parking lot. This is like a legit back behind the casino RV park. We're back off the road. One of my concerns was road noise. I thought it's gonna be loud. We're gonna be on pavement, be a gravel parking lot best case, but this is cool. 100% free. I think you could stay up to 4 nights, I think. We're only here 2.
We have electric?
We have electric, yeah.
Oh, wow.
50 amp. It's like nice. It's like a legit pedestal. Yeah, check this out. It's huge. It's even got a picnic table. Here's the pedestal. Look at that. Wow. Checking the slides. All the slides are good. I think we're good. So I like the slider hitch, but when you're at a weird angle like this, you really gotta give it some room, because it'll hang on this, and then it'll kind of like, it just won't slide out like it needs to. But I think we can do it here. That's as steep of an angle as I would ever try with that. Now I gotta hope that this thing cranks back in place. A lot of fun hitching this up. Oh, it's not moving for me. Why did I do that? I knew not to do that. Yeah, here's your angles. Yes, it's like yes, yes, no. Oh, apparently Demco recommends only a 10 to 15% angle on this. I big time extended that. What was I thinking? You just get tired and you do stuff. Ratchet strap. Sometimes. e-trailer, ironically, of course the first option is just try to move it manually. That's not happening. Second option is remove the head, loosen the pivot bolt that runs vertically. Alright, this is gonna come off. Check. Vertical tension. Oh, so there is a bolt. Huh. Does it seem like what that would do? Oh, that definitely moved. So it moved it. Okay. Oh yeah, it actually worked. Moral of the story. If you're doing something, you look at it and you say, I really shouldn't do that. Oh, let's do it anyways, I'm tired. Don't do it. Did everybody sleep well last night?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Did you sleep good?
Did you sleep good? Yeah. Yeah, we slept great. I'm still blown away. We have this spacious of a site. And I love these trees. I'm so excited to be in the Northwest. Oh, we're here. We're not in Idaho yet. No, so technically it's kind of cool because we're in Montana right now. But the bike ride we're about to take will take us back and forth between Idaho and Montana. So that's kind of cool.
All
right, guys, let's load up.
The sun doesn't rise until 9. Yay! And the sun doesn't go down until 9.
Yeah, it stays, it's kind of a different little system on here. All right, let's load up, bike ride.
So in LJMJ fashion, we're on our way, right? And we've done all the things. We've prepared. We have Trello notes. We have it all down. And then we're like, maybe it would make more sense if we started at the bottom of the trail and then came down. So at the last minute, we're like, yeah, let's go to the bottom. So we tried to change our location. No service, like it just like disappeared. We didn't know where to go. I guess we just keep heading down to the bottom of the hill and we found the ski lift. So you can bypass us at the ski lift. And we got a map. Now we have to go back up the hill. So we're gonna be a little bit behind, but at least I think now we have a game plan and a map, which is kind of essential when you're navigating.
Should have downloaded the maps on Google Maps. You can download your stuff ahead of time and then you got it offline.
Always download the state you're in on Google Maps so that you like have it there because you don't know when you're gonna encounter not having service.
There's city streets, ocean air, and mountain peaks.
Okay, we made it. Finally. And there are already a lot of people here. Look at this view. Oh. Look at that, Inslee. That's a beautiful view, isn't it? So some of these tunnels are bikes only, some of them we share it with others. So it's saying turn your lights on. All right, hold in either button for 2 seconds and it'll turn on. The debate kind of with Inslee right now is sometimes she wants to ride a bike, sometimes she doesn't. So on longer stuff, it's really handy. In JJ, it's like a no-brainer. Like it's just, we're going up and down this trail, 26 miles. Like having the e-bikes is awesome. So we just throw our kids on the back. That's 2 less bikes we have to keep up with. Check it out. That's a pretty one, even though it's small. That's cool.
Look at that side.
Yeah?
Yay! What'd you think of that tunnel?
Good.
Was it cool? Yeah, it's really cold and wet, huh?
So far, so good. You did good, Electric. You did good. What'd you think of the tunnel, Inslee?
Freezing cold.
It was pretty cold. I probably dressed about right, but I think everybody else underdressed. They're all pretty cold. He's not shy, is he? Are you trying to speak his language?
Yeah. Squeak, squeak, squeaking.
Squeak, squeak, squeaking?
Have you seen that
I
on
love that.
the Emperor's
Oh, yeah.
Squeakity squeak. Squeaking.
Squeak, squeak, squeaking.
Like literally.
Oh dear.
You went right in front of it. You went.
It was right here. We pulled up on it and I was like, oh no, what's gonna happen? And it ran away from us.
Wonder if anybody's ever hit a deer with their bike out here.
Right? I would have been the first.
Yeah, bridge is cool.
Places where the heart resides, brothers laugh and lovers cry.
Keeps getting prettier and prettier. It's like not real.
It's so weird. It feels because you can like sea below your feet. You're hot. Yeah, it is a little warm.
We've done a very similar bike ride to this Virginia Creeper Trail. So if you're in the East Coast, you got an East Coast version of same, like they took up the railroad and you got a gradual decline. You take a tram to the top. I mean, that one you want to time in the fall and you get the leaves and the foliage. This one's more pine trees for sure, but you're getting the mountains and the water. And
I think it's really cool that they've done the rails to trails where they're taking these old railroad routes.
there's actually a name for that.
And
Okay, makes
making
sense.
these old railroad routes into bike routes, which is so cool. We've seen that throughout the country. And this one is actually on the Hall of Fame of that. So it's one of the best.
Hensley, are you ready to go? She's ready to haul it back. JJ's about there. So we're gonna go ahead and just, we're about 11 miles down, but we've heard that pretty much the next 3 miles is this, and you can't see anything.
If you're taking the shuttle, then
Well, yeah.
you need to go the last
gotta
3
go.
miles to get on the shuttle. But for us, because we're taking the e-bikes back up, he said you can turn around at Falcon because pretty much that's where the views are.
All right, so 22 miles instead of 30 sounds good to me.
What goes down must go back up.
I know I'm full bars, you got full
I
bars.
haven't used mine at all.
We'll let you know how these do, because we got some weight on these bikes.
It's right there where I wanna be. It's all I need to be a rich man.
I used to think that e-bikes were gimmicky. I thought, would we ever use that? Why don't you just pedal? Like, that's the whole reason of riding a bike. But this is one of those instances where I think what makes them so valuable is the things you can do. You can get as little or as much of the workout as you want. So my new opinion is, are they gimmicky? Not at all. I think it is an amazing tool to have to get outdoors, to be adventurous. So cool, the things we can do, the places we can go.
We made it. That was quite the day. You made it. Good job, buddy. High five.
When did our RV go?
Love you.
That was fun.
You fun?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Did you have fun?
Yeah. Looks like we've been places. Look at that.
I know, I feel
It was like spotless when we started.
I know. Between this and our RV, I don't know which one's dirtier at this point.
So if you enjoyed this trail and you want to check out another trail like this that's a rail to trail, click on this video and you'll get to check out the Virginia Creeper Trail.